Hello and welcome to NAMM 2022. My name is Edgar here at the ADJ booth. You're here with Digital DJ Gear, and I'm going to tell you about a new product that just started shipping. It's brand new and we're really excited about. If you're familiar with our Focus series moving heads, we make everything from spots, washes, beams. Well, now we have a new fixture, a new big bad brother to add to that line. This is the Focus Profile. What the Focus Profile offers right off the bat is a 400-watt LED engine. So you're talking about 20,000 lumens. And so for large events, large spaces, whatever you need as far as power, this is definitely going to be able to meet your need. On top of that, you do have an incredible zoom range where this goes more narrow and wider than any other fixture we've ever come out with. So you get down to 7 degrees and open up to 49 degrees. So that's an amazing zoom range, the most impressive ever by a moving head from ADJ. On top of that, you do have color mixing. So you have CMY, which is cyan, magenta, and yellow. And you also do have a color temperature orange, which is CTO, a variable CTO. So what that means is if you've ever seen the natural warm white, this can achieve that. But instead of just snapping to the warm white, you can actually color mix. So it gives you a scale so you can get the right amount of color for any kind of flesh tone out there to make sure someone looks good on camera. Now on top of that, some of the other features, it's feature packs. I'll try to get through them as quick as I can. You have 2 gobo wheels, you have 2 prisms, you have an iris, you have a frost, and the most important thing, because it is a profile fixture, it does have framing shutters. And framing shutters, if you've never used them, if you don't think they're useful, just imagine if you've ever gone out and shot a gobo, you always had to frame the gobo to maybe fit perfectly on a wall, and that's what now a moving head offers you. So when you're doing projection and you're doing any kind of backdrops for theater or just for any kind of presentation, the framing shutters are going to allow you to be able to get something onto that backdrop perfectly. One of the last features that this does have is an animation wheel. And an animation wheel, what that does, if you have any gobo, it's actually going to create a really nice either ripple or wave effect just to add more to your arsenal as far as an LD, or if you're just out there programming and trying to get the most out of your lights, Focus Profile is going to be able to meet all of your needs. So once again, that's the brand new Focus Profile. Right next to me is what we call our Focus Spot 6Z. If you guys are familiar with our Focus Spot series, this is one of the bigger brothers in the family. What the 6Z offers is a 300-watt LED source. You also do get 2 color wheels, 2 gobo wheels that both rotate. You get a nice zoom range where this can narrow all the way down to 9 degrees and open up close to 40 degrees. So you imagine the amount of coverage you're going to get. What's nice about the gobos in this fixture is they're all replaceable. So if you want to do custom gobos for corporate or for weddings, any kind of special events where you want to do a customized gobo, this will accept it. And on top of that, you get a very compact fixture. As you can see here, it's not extremely heavy, but still offering you the neighborhood of about 15,000 lumens. So you can imagine the output you're going to get out of this. So that's the brand new Focus Spot 6Z from ADJ. This right here next to me is called our Jolt Bar FX. If you're familiar with the Jolt 300, you know the success that that fixture had, just an amazing strobe light. Well, now we added more members to that family. So what the Jolt Bar FX adds is, as you can see here, you still do have the surface mount LEDs. So you have 2 rows, and those are RGB. So any kind of color you're trying to mix, you're going to be able to achieve. But on top of that, we also did several zones. So instead of just having a full-on bar light that's doing color, you actually do get eye candy. So you get now another added mix that you can get from the Jolt Bar FX. On top of that, in the center here, you have a strip of 5-watt cool white LEDs. Just to give you guys an idea so it can look good on camera, I have these running at 10%. If you put this at 100%, it is going to give you an audience blinding effect. So yes, this fixture can strobe. These at full on will almost match the cool white temperature that you see there. So now you have just this full on 1 meter long blinder that the Jolt Bar FX offers. On top of that, in its most, I would say, highest channel mode, 126 DMX channels. If you wanted to scale it down, it does have lower channel modes where you still get some really cool generated effects to get really, really nice effects. So Jolt Bar FX, brand new from ADJ. So you guys might have heard me mention about the Jolt Bar FX. Well, there is another member in that family, and it is our Jolt Panel FX. What the Jolt Panel FX offers is now, instead of just a bar, it's a panel effect, and I like that because if you have moving heads and lasers and don't have that much room in your rig, a panel is something that you can easily add and still get the benefits of color washing and strobes. Now, with the Jolt Panel FX, you actually have 2 rows on top and bottom of RGB cells that you can control for some really dazzling eye candy effects. And then in the center, you have those 5-watt cool white LEDs where at full on, it is gonna just create an excellent audience blinding effect. And what's cool about that, since it's LED, there are no duty cycles. So you can leave that at full on, use it as a work light, just an audience blinder, and not have to worry about busting any lamps. So once again, that's the brand new Jolt Panel FX. I'm going to talk to you about a brand new product that is now shipping. This is called our Mirage Par, and in fact, it's called a Mirage Q6 Pack. What that means is when you purchase this Mirage set, you're getting this very nice case, and it's not just a nice case, but it is actually a charging case. As you can see here, you have weather protection for your contact, so now there's no more load on, battery off, any of that you got to do. Simply drop this Par into your case, and it will automatically start charging. Now, some of the benefits we did with this, you're probably looking at this and say, hey, that looks like your Element Par. Well, in fact, it is kind of a similar body, but what we did is we put a heavier duty lithium battery. So when you're using this at a single color, you're gonna get 40 hours of use out of this. So what that means, especially for corporate events, if they're 3-day events, you don't have to worry about charging these units for the whole weekend. And as you can see here, you do get other colors. It is an RGBA Par and a very solid housing, which is also IP65. So go ahead and use this outdoor in the rain, whatever it is, out in the golf course. You don't have to worry about damaging these fixtures. Now with the case, you can charge it closed, but as you can see, it's a nice rolling case, so it makes transporting these very easily. And the case, all in all, weighs about 100 pounds, even with the Pars in there. It's just a really cool product. And if you guys are looking for an uplight that you can use out on the road, the Mirage Q6 Pack is something you definitely want to consider. I know you guys are interested in new controllers and what we have to offer. If you haven't heard about it yet, I'm really excited to tell you about our new Link controller. So our Link controller looks very similar. What we did is we retooled a MIDI-Con 2 and made it so that it can interface with an app that's very similar to what you might be familiar with, our Airstream DMX bridge. Now with the Link, it works with an iPad, and what you get is now fixture, channel, effects, scenes, and shows, as well as Submaster control easily just by pushing the button there. What's great about this, it's working as an interface. So if I were to just disconnect, then I can go move around my room and do my controls. We have it connected here because you can imagine at a trade show, there's a lot of networking going on. So to keep a secure connection, you do have an option to hardwire into your controller. But with this, as you can see there, it just interfaces to where if I wanted to use the hardware controller or the iPad, I have all the flexibility to be able to do that. What's nice about this with the effects, I do have color effects, and really easily there, I don't have nothing selected, but it gives you an idea of some of the color generated effects you'll be able to get out of the Link. And out of the box, you get 4 universes of control. So plenty of control options with the Link, easy integration with your iPad. Definitely a great solution if you're looking for a new controller that gives you a lot of power. I have a new controller to show you guys. Right next to me, I have our ADJ WMX1 Wolfmix. What the Wolfmix offers is kind of the same technology that you've had with My DMX Go, our Any1 controller, and My DMX 3.0, now into a standalone controller. What that means is just activate this once with the computer, and then now you don't have to rely on a computer or an iPad or an iPhone, Android, whatever. This is all built in. Now the great thing with this is it's all single kind of phase screen where you can have control, you have movement effects, and if you can see here, it gives you the ability to change speeds if you wanted to. So I could have these move faster, I could change my phase order if I wanted. It gives me a lot of control that I could do, and the tabs will all also work once you record them. But you have strobing effect, you have blinder. Right there I have nothing connected, but smoke, I got my fog machine here cooked up, so I can trigger that at any time too and have a lot of fun with it. But the Wolfmix, once again, is just going to give you the ability to have control. You have an online library in there already built in, so for any lighting manufacturer you're trying to use, you can patch those lights right in and have fun programming. So that's the brand new WMX1.
We hope you enjoyed this video from Digital DJ Gear and Musically Yours. Be sure to leave a comment below if this video helped you, and check out these other videos we think you'll like. To learn more about all of our pro audio, lighting, DJ, and recording equipment, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel now. Until next time, I'm Sam from DigitalDJGear.com and Musically Yours. Thanks for watching.